I'm Leslie. I'm a mom of 3 and a bunch of other things.
And I'm Candi. I'm a drag queen.
And we both like creating things, learning about stuff, and getting inspired by the world around us.
Yeah. And I poop jelly beans.
La la Leslie and the drag queen, yeah. La 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 Leslie, and the drag queen.
All right, I'm ready. I'm about to meet Candi Shell for the first time, online anyway, face to face. She's going to be here any second. We've talked and chatted before, but we haven't actually gotten to see each other. I bet she's getting just the right outfit, just the right accessories and everything. I'm a little underdressed for this, but it's going to be okay. Ooh.
Honey, you're not underdressed at all. I think,
my gosh.
oh my God. Perfect. Hi.
Yay! Candi is here. Candi and Leslie together again.
Leslie and the drag queen, or however it goes.
Don't know.
You know, it's been created in a wild rush. Like we have jumped right into this.
We did.
Feet first.
Yes, we did. For those of you that don't know.
Boobs first.
Always. I mean, yeah.
It's
the
inescapable,
girls,
really. I mean, look at them.
They got to come first. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Candi and I got to know each other through my previous podcast called My Effing Desk. Candi was a guest on there. We chatted and hit it off and decided to just start our own thing. Just do our little own spinoff series. Yeah. Take it on the road. So here we are with Leslie and the Drag Queen with our first show.
It's got intonations of Chicago to it. Like we were in podcast jail together and then we're like, but I can't do it alone.
Okay. But who's Velma and who's Roxy?
Well, you've got the dark hair. So I'm going to say you're Velma.
Oh my God. I would love to be Velma. I've always wanted to be a Velma, but I've been thinking I was a Roxy. So, all right.
I think personality wise, I'm pretty Roxy. Like, I feel like Velma is way more savvy. She's way more like she's got brains and she's making calculations. And Roxy's kind of like, what? She's just being thrown through the situation of circumstance. She was screwing around on her husband, but
it was because she had aspirations. She had a good reason.
Right.
So, you know.
I thought you were going to say it was because she had Asperger's. And I said to myself, no, that's not
inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Just means she might have. Who knows?
I mean, she very well might have.
We've already gone down a rabbit hole, but I love it. I mean, the Chicago rabbit hole.
And Asperger's, I brought up Asperger's. I mean, what am I trying to do here? Get us canceled on our first episode?
Yes, you are, but that's all right. I'm here to rein you in. So I'm the Velma pulling in Roxy, and
I appreciate it.
So,
I need it.
I know you too.
Guaranteed, Candi's going to say something inappropriate. She doesn't mean to. It's just free association.
That's right. So Candi, I need to get to know you a little more because this is, one of the first times that we're really getting to talk. I got to know like a good amount on my podcast, My Effing Desk, but I want to know some more. So tell me and the folks at home or wherever they are a little bit about you.
The folks in the car, the folks
in the car
at their job,
the folks quiet quitting.
We're here for you.
That's right.
Okay, so what do you want to know? You want to know where I was
born?
Where
are you? Where do you live right now?
Oh, I thought you said, what are you?
No. Well, tell them what you are.
No clue. I'm still trying to figure it out. I am, we did the DNA and there's a multi-layered lineage of like mermaid and there's a little bit of extraterrestrial, a little bit of that, a little bit of pig puppet, a little bit of, I mean Miss Piggy by that. That sounded like some weird sex
I was
thing.
thinking like, no, I was just thinking you didn't want to like have to pay for the rights to say Miss Piggy. So you're just like the pig puppet that hangs out with the green frog. I'm like, I think we're okay. You could say Miss Piggy.
And the pig puppet, who will remain unnamed,
Right.
who also wears a wig. I've often thought that Miss Piggy is a drag queen because have you ever noticed like pretty much all the other female Muppets have like yarn hair and like she has lustrous like a wig.
Yeah, she does.
And very heavy eye makeup. Plus, she's always wearing those full-length gloves to cover up her man arms,
And she's always changing. She's super stylish. She's always like the newer Muppet movies. She has like a very modern style.
She's following the trends.
But the other one that when I was little, I never really knew what to make of her was Janice, the one with the giant lips.
Yes,
but she did have the yarn
nose.
And no nose, the giant eyes, and she kind of had a deeper voice. And I was like, I don't understand. But
yeah, like what? Are you Kermit's stoner cousin? Like what?
I mean, she was kind of a groupie because she was always hanging out with Dr. Teeth, Mr. Teeth.
Dr. Teeth.
Dr.
Teeth and the psychedelic experience. I don't remember what it's called. The Happy Good Time Band. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, and she had, wait, I feel like I can channel her. She's like, I don't take my clothes off for anybody, even if it is artistic.
I love you, but I hate you because that's exactly the line that I was going to say.
Oh my God.
Yes, that was it Muppets Take Manhattan? I think it was.
I feel like that's the one that had the biggest effect on me.
Yes, that was like
with Miss Piggy in the bars.
Yes, and Joan Rivers. And Gregory Hines. That whole thing was amazing.
Oh, sorry. I was wrong. Miss Piggy in the Bars was Great Muppet Caper with the motorcycle that goes through the stained glass window. Oh, yeah. But you are talking about Muppets Take Manhattan, where a lot of it happens around a diner. Yeah. What do you say in court? You're like, I'd like that stricken from the record.
Yes, it has been stricken.
Thank you, Judge Leslie.
You're very welcome. So you're part mermaid, part alien, part Muppet, maybe.
Yeah.
And you live in
all
woman, 100% bitches. And you live in Hawaii. I want to know what Hawaii is like because I've never been there.
Well, it's gorgeous every day. It's like gorgeous weather every dang day. But some of the biggest attractions of the biggest draws of Hawaii are not very kind factors for a drag queen because I mean the beach is completely lost on me. Sand, wind, water, all bad for drag.
Yes.
So yeah, I just but what I have not taken advantage of and just recently started to think about is like using the backdrop of Hawaii to create content. I've been locked up in my guest room with a ring light, and a friend was recently here, Sergio, and he has this drone, and he was like, let's get drone footage.
Yeah.
And it was just I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't have to do anything. It's just beautiful. It's just captivating to look at.
I mean, you live in a place that people try to recreate through filters and Zoom backgrounds. And you're like, no, guest bedroom.
Like I said, you're the Velma and I'm the Roxy. I'm really just figuring it out.
I don't really like the beach either. I don't hate to confess it, but I have to be careful who I confess it to because people.
I'm sure we just lost like a bunch of listeners just as soon as
like, I'm out.
You're like, screw that lady.
Yeah. I just
neither one of them like the beach. Off.
Off.
Next.
Done. Whatever.
I just dig in my nose real quick. I'm just
you got the nails for it.
It's an itch, not a booger, I promise. And for those of you that are watching this on video, that's an extra, something worth checking out. You're like, you're listening to the podcast and you're like, I want to see that drag that drag finger go up that drag nose.
That's right. I mean, podcasts are awesome on their own, but I feel like you got to get the full video effect by seeing this on YouTube or wherever the hell we're going to put it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever we put it.
So that's you. You are an amazing drag queen who is part all of these different things. You're in Hawaii, living the dream, staying away from the freaking fracking beach and just living your best life.
Yeah, doing shows at Hula's Bar and Lay Stand and Hard Rock Cafe and Proof Social Club. I don't know.
Plug.
Yeah, plug them.
Plug
Now,
'em.
Leslie,
Yes.
they all know what drag queens do. Tell me about being a mom because
Nobody knows what the hell they do.
exactly. It's a total mystery, except to other moms.
Right. You know what's funny is, I mean, moms do everything. What do they not do? But so I have 13-year-old twins and a 7-year-old singleton. And I remember right after having my twins, I had that moment where it finally sunk in that I was a mom. Like I'd had this big old belly for 9 months. I'd had the freaking babies, like I'd been nursing them, all this stuff. But it wasn't until maybe a couple weeks later, I was literally just walking around my neighborhood, kind of clearing my head and thinking, oh shit, I'm the mom. Because it sunk in, like remembering all the stuff that my mom did. Because so often the moms are like the manager, like the CEO of the family. They're the ones making.
Except if the CEO was actually doing a lot of work, like not one of these just CEOs in name. It's like if the CEO was also doing all the work of the people under them.
Yeah, exactly. And getting blamed for, well, whatever.
Anything that doesn't go right.
Anything that doesn't go right.
How is it that I'm the boss and I get blamed?
Yeah. How does that work?
No one should be allowed to blame me.
No. But anyway, that is obviously a huge chunk of my life. But before I became a mom, I did so many things. And so I took ballet all my life, all the way through college. I did musical theater starting in high school. I sang from a young age. I started writing at a young age. And so, after kind of the initial craziness of having 2 little babies to take care of, I started feeling like I wanted to get back in touch with that. And I started dancing again, really, really slowly, and not like not like a Tina Turner slow private dance.
I started dancing really, really slowly. Right in front of the mirror under a red light. Changed my life. Got my grief back. Now I cannot get that picture out of my mind.
I mean, how do you think we got the 3rd one?
So you have 3, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What are the genders? Not that it's important, of these 3 children and their ages.
They are my twins are boy-girl twins. They're 13, so they're in 8th grade. And
now,
then
that means they're fraternal, right?
Yes. Yep. Not identical because
science
there's only
is
one penis.
Wait, go back. How old are the twins?
13. And
both of them, right?
Both of them. Fraternal. They're fraternal, but they're identical.
They came out the same day, but they didn't come from the same egg.
That's right.
And 13, and the younger one?
7.
13 and 7.
Yeah. So they were 5.5 when she was born. Yeah.
13 is not easy, is it?
No.
How are they doing?
They're doing okay. Like middle school is such a crazy time for everyone. It totally sucked for me. I think that was like
me too.
Probably
the worst.
Yeah. That was like a real low point in my life. So it's weird watching them go through that, it's like you're reliving all of it. But I feel like they are doing pretty well. They still talk to my husband and me, and they like being around us. So I consider that a win. I'm like, I will hold on to that for as long as I can. So, and honestly, the little one is the feisty one. They're all feisty because they're my kids, but the little one, I have to be quiet. She's like in the other room. She'll come.
Are you talking about me?
Oh, she's like, she rules the roost, and she's so dark. She's like
dark,
very dark. She was playing Roblox the other day on the computer, and my husband was like, okay, it's time to get ready for bed. And she's like, yeah, but I don't want to. And he's like, yeah, I know, but there's a time for everything. There's a time for playing and there's a time for rest. And she was like, there's a time for everything. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, even a time to take hostages.
What? What?
I don't know. Look, I'm not responsible for anything that happens with this kid because she's
Are you raising like a Marvel villain? What is going on here?
possibly,
Is there the time to take hostages? What do you think about that, Dad? How about you buzz up and let me finish my cartoon?
exactly. She's like,
All right, start taking hostages.
I have to pretend to be a dragon, Dad. So why don't you go fuck right off? Yeah. I don't know. It's the third kid. What can I tell you? I'm not responsible.
Okay.
So far from living in Hawaii, we are in Austin, Texas. Couldn't get much different.
Now, I lived in Texas also
Yes.
once upon a time. I kind of came to be in Dallas. That's where I was born, so to speak, where I burst fully formed from my father's forehead like Athena. And so I know, people don't ride horses to work. And
not anymore because of the damn liberals.
I know.
Woke society took that.
But you can't take your gun to work now.
You goddamn right.
Now tell us a little bit about Texas and living in or actually tell us a little bit about living in Austin, because really it is an anomaly in the life of someone living in Texas.
Yeah. So I was born in I was born in Louisiana. That's a whole other story, but I grew up in North Texas, north of Dallas, and Austin now is I think the only place I would live in Texas, maybe another big city like Houston or Dallas. But too. Austin is like, sometimes they refer to it as the blueberry in the bowl of tomato soup. I don't know why. I'm like, who eats this? That makes,
well, exactly. It does not make sense. It isn't right. It's totally wrong. But I'd personally rather have a blueberry than actually, it really just depends on the day, but it should have just been like the blueberry in the bowl of shit soup. And sorry, that was very critical of Texas.
Tacky.
And to all my Texas listeners out there, bless y'all.
I mean, we can say that because we're from here. So.
Exactly. And I don't really feel that way. I love Dallas and Houston. And there are even small towns I love.
For sure.
But the one that I'm from, not so much.
Not so much.
Not as much.
Not quite as much. No, but Austin is awesome. It's much more easygoing. It's very progressive, has a great music scene. It's really gotten into like the food scene within the last few years. And it's just grown like crazy. So I came down here for college and I've been here ever since, like, kind of off and on, and it's nuts. It's a different place. I think for the most part it's still maintained its character, so I love it. I love Austin.
I gotta come visit.
Yes, shoot, I gotta come visit.
Yes, you do. I'll take you not to the beach, and I am okay with a hike. It's not great in heels. There are a couple of hikes here that are what I would call least effort, most payoff kind of,
like a nice view, but you don't have to work too hard.
Yeah, you don't have to like climb through some muddy rocks or slippery. And speaking of slippery, I fell down when we were getting ready for this podcast. I was running around and trying to get everything together and put my eyelashes on. Where's my jewelry? And I slipped. Because I'm wearing these tights on the floor in the kitchen here. And I almost landed with my face in the dog bowl.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Fortunately, though, I got splashed a little bit, but it was. I used my setting spray, so I'm okay.
Good.
And just a quarter inch of shellac too, just to keep everything just glued down.
I discovered setting spray a few years ago when I did a show in the summer. I do theater, a musical theater usually, and the theater where I was performing is not connected directly to the dressing room. You have to run through an alley. And so And sometimes there may be quick changes in the alley.
Do
with the
other
light.
people have access to this alley?
Yes, there's a restaurant right next door, and so the
Oh
cooks
my
take a lot of
God.
smoke breaks,
I
and
bet they do.
yeah. But yeah, that setting spray, it was wonderful.
So wait, you've been doing plays in Austin?
Yeah, yes. It's been a couple years, I guess since the pandemic, I haven't done anything, but the last one I did was Evita, and I was Evita.
What?
Yeah,
You were Evita,
I was. Yep.
like the star of the show.
The one who if she doesn't work, the show does not work. No pressure.
No
So
pressure at all.
that was like,
Wow. And what was that experience like?
it was insane.
Was it gratifying?
Oh my God. It was amazing. And I remember the first time getting like choked up about it. Oh my God. The first time we ran through it, and it's such a marathon, and I don't even know how many songs I sang in it, but it's just nonstop costume changes, wig changes, all these things, and memorizing the choreography and everything. And after the first run through, I just sobbed. Like I could not stop crying because I just didn't even know I was capable of doing it. Like I've always sung, but dance has always been my strong suit. And so just to have made it, especially again, like after you have kids, you lose a lot of your identity, or you can. And so just to be able to prove to myself that I still had it, like I could still do something else, was just amazing.
So I take it you had a break from that kind of creativity, like from when to when, like how many, what am I trying to ask here? Like how many shows did you do to kind of build up to taking on a role like that?
Oh, I see. It's funny because I did another production of Evita. That was my first show back after having kids, and my twins were 2. And I was just in the ensemble. I had gotten called back.
This is all in Austin.
This is all in Austin. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd gotten called back for the part of Eva, but I think I wasn't quite ready. I don't think I quite had the voice. So I was just like a featured ensemble, which was fine. And so then I don't know, I guess I did over the years, maybe 7 or 8 more shows. And
Okay.
I saw that they were going to be doing it again. It was the same theater, same director, actually. And I started preparing that audition like 6 months in advance. I got a vocal coach and was like, I want this part.
Oh my God.
I have to have this part. And it was the best audition I've ever done. I just threw everything I had into it and left everything I had on that stage when I was auditioning.
I love that. I want to do that.
You do that all the time. I feel
No,
like.
I need a vocal coach. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I sing all the time, but I'm just throwing these shows together, and I feel like I could be using my voice better, and I just feel like I could be better, and I want to. I'm going to manifest this right now. I'm going to manifest.
Do it. Put it out there.
I'm going to, like, sure, I've invested some money in my craft, but to really like invest that time and extra work to like take it seriously, to be like, no, I want this and it's real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have to add a caveat because someone out there from the theater is going to be listening to this and want to correct me.
Oh no.
No, it's not bad.
You're like, actually, I didn't play Ava Perón. I was her maid, and I was on stage for exactly 13 seconds.
I may have poisoned the original Ava. No. So when I was cast as like an alternate to Evita. And
AKA the maid.
The maid? No, like, so basically I had 2 parts.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like a swing. So they were like, we're going to give you this many performances as Eva, but like the bulk of it goes to this other person. And I was like, yeah. So I was like, all right. I was pretty upset. And I was talking to my husband about it. And my tendency is to just kind of like be like, okay, just forget it. Like it's all right. I'm not good enough. Just
Yeah.
don't. That's fine.
Me
That's
too.
fine.
Me too.
And he is a businessman. And he was like, do you think it's worth learning the whole show for how many parts, how many nights they're going to give you? And I was like, no, like I want more, but that's what they told me. And he's like, well, tell him you won't do it for less than this many shows. Just negotiate it, which is so contradictory to what you're told, especially in theater. It's like you take what you can get and you are happy for it, especially being a woman.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? What do I have to lose? So I wrote the director back and I was like, that's a lot of work for that many shows. I want this many shows. And he wrote back and was like, okay. And he gave it to me. So I got it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yay
So
for that. Good for you.
it was a good lesson learned.
Have you seen this teaser for the new live action Little Mermaid that's coming out in like
Yes.
May?
Is it that far away? We have to wait that long?
That far away.
Oh, I didn't know. But yes, I've seen it. It is.
Oh,
Tell
I'm
me.
just like, I'm just picturing myself in the theater, like bursting into tears because that, oh my gosh, and all these people, all these racial dums. I just think it's like that Disney, they've made all of these live action. They've chosen all their live action movies. They went way back to like Cinderella and reimagined. I liked that one.
Yeah, I did too.
Loved all of them. But to wait this long and to do Little Mermaid and to be like, this is the one where we're going to do this colorblind casting.
Yeah.
Like, because they haven't done that on really any of the others.
That's
I mean,
true.
maybe some secondary parts, but not like the main character. And I just think it's so cool because you're never gonna replace that cartoon. And so to just give it this kind of extra thing that's like this movie and this music that has been so magical to so many little girls.
Oh yeah.
And boys.
And boys.
And just to say that this is for everybody, you know, I don't know. I just think it's amazing. And she just looks and sounds beautiful.
Yeah, she does. Have you seen?
If there was some Little Mermaid, like red-haired, blue-eyed actress, we would just be like, compare.
Right. It would be like, well, it's not as good as the cartoon. Like there's almost no way to live up to it.
But this just gets us to like look at it all over again.
But have you seen the reaction videos with the little Black girls seeing themselves?
No.
Oh my gosh. I have to send it to you. Someone on Twitter the other day was like, you know, okay, the racist assholes have had their say. Like, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I just want you to see this. People on TikTok have been recording kind of blind reactions of their daughters seeing this preview for the first time, and the parents haven't told them that she's Black. And then it's like these little 3 and 4 year olds and they're like just watching it and they turn, they're like, oh, she's brown like me, or they just smile, or like they have all these different reactions. It is the sweetest thing. I'll put it in the show notes and I'll send it to you because you
cannot make me cry. I'm a drag queen. I'll melt away. That is just,
it's like, it's everything all at once. It's like someone said, it's everything at once because it makes you want to scream. Partly that like, this is the first time that they're getting to see themselves and feel that pride, but at least it's happening, you know, and just to see their, oh my God, it's one. It really made you cry.
I know it does. It's like,
no, it's wonderful. It's like, I feel like I want to show that video to anyone who has a problem with it.
Exactly.
To be like, here, this is why we're doing this. It's not some agenda against anyone. It is to make people feel seen.
Exactly. It's an agenda to include, you know, and I love it. I am pro Holly. What is it?
Like
Bailey. Holly
Bailey. I
Bailey.
knew it was a B. Okay.
I also saw, did you see the thing I posted in my story where I was like, it was like, I reposted this meme that had a picture of Ursula and Triton. And it was like,
Oh, yeah.
I want to see the prequel about these two because there's a story there.
You know there is.
I bet
That would be good.
I bet they were hitting it.
What? They're brother and sister, aren't
Wait,
they?
brother? No.
Yes.
Where? No, really?
I think they.
The Sea Witch and Triton, but she's an octopus. She's not even the same species.
Well, tell that to Hans Christian Andersen
or
Disney.
This is
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that they say somewhere.
It says she lived in the palace when I lived in the palace.
Right.
And then she goes and eats the little shrimp.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it saying they were brother and sister. I think you made that up.
No.
You made that up.
I refuse to be wrong. Someone write to us and tell us. It's
please
Leslie
do.
and the drag queen at gmail.com and tell me I'm right because I know I am.
Is that really our
yeah.
Is that really
I haven't even told you. Yes.
We have socials?
We have socials
and emails and stuff.
Yes. That's our email, leslieandthedragqueen at gmail.com. So you can correct us all and
And guys, I'm the drag queen. Just see, they're talking about me.
We were in negotiations, but we decided just to go ahead and let Candi have that. And I would go ahead and play Leslie.
But not for less than 8 shows, bitches.
God damn it. No. No. Just no. What is next? We are doing Keep Making Shit next, right?
Oh, yeah. So Keep Making Shit, which should really have its own little intro theme song. We'll see.
And hopefully it will. Hopefully it will.
Keep making shit. You better make it.
You may have just heard it. I don't know.
It's I mean, we could just see what we could come up with right now. It's like keep making shit.
Keep making it. That's it. Done.
I love it. With
Cross
just
it off the list.
some like chimes at the very end, like shh.
Yeah. Got it. So tell everyone, what is this segment about? What are we going to do and Keep Making Shit?
Keep Making Shit is so we are both creatives and beautiful women, as you can see. And we are here to encourage creativity, both to people out there in the world that identify as artists, but even more so for everybody else too, because we're all creative spirits. And man, it feels good. It feels good to make shit.
Yeah. So we're going to share in this segment about if we have made shit between episodes, like what shit we have made.
What shit have we made since last time?
And we want to hear about the shit that you have made. So
yes. Please write us.
Write us at that same email, leslieandthedragqueen at gmail.com, and tell us about what shit you've made. It does not have to be the be all end all. Anything creative, like something that made you feel, I don't know, creative, like you're stepping outside of your normal everyday life.
And we accept emails, but also if you want to send us a voice recording by email, we'd love to hear the sound of your voice and the pain in your voice when you're we want to hear your voice crack when you tell us your deepest, darkest. Oh, that reminds me, deepest, darkest. So we're looking for you guys to tell us what shit you're making, but also your deepest and darkest. We have another segment that we're not going to do today, but it is coming. So just hold on to your butts, called Humiliation Station. And don't worry, it is for healing purposes only. And those emails, those are going to stay anonymous. We're not going to say who anybody is. If you want to sign an alias, fine. I'll be Cheryl in Minnesota. But we're also going to be sharing with y'all some of our deepest and darkest. So just your most embarrassing moment.
It's just,
right?
it's like a cleansing, cathartic laugh that we've got to
Exactly.
laugh at our mistakes, because if we don't
Exactly.
laugh, we'll cry. And you know what? If we cry too, that is okay. So yeah, it's
Everybody,
not to poke fun at
everybody
anyone.
has shit their pants on their way somewhere. We all
Yes.
have done it, but that doesn't mean that I don't want stories about it.
And that doesn't mean that you can use that for the keep making shit segment. That is separate. If you accidentally make shit, we want that for the humiliation station, not for keep making shit. We don't mean literal shit, y'all. I crack Candy up.
Like, it's a little confusing now. I'm like, frankly, wait,
I'm afraid of what we're gonna get now.
it all is going to the same email, so just send it on over. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out where it goes.
I'm gonna hire an intern to look at that because I don't want to see it anymore. All right, Candy, what did you make? What have you made recently for our keep making shit segment?
Okay, so what the last thing I made, well, I did work on our theme song, so that's is right. Something. I mean, the theme song was like, that's probably the last thing that I made. But right before that, guys, so I'm a singing drag queen, and in Honolulu, Hawaii, but also available to travel the globe on your dime. And so fly me somewhere and give me a mic. But I sing covers, of course, and I sing, but mostly I sing parodies of popular music like Weird Al Yankovic. But I do have also some original songs. So sit on that, bitch. Not you, Ooh. Leslie. Just
I was like, what did I do?
Just the proverbial bitch out there who's hating on me.
That's right.
Sorry,
sit on that.
Sit on that, bitch. Sorry, excuse me. I have some.
We're apparently our listeners the first episode. This is setting a really good precedent. I like it.
I'm clearly processing something right now. It's not you, it's me. Okay, so, but I wrote a parody of, that song, Love. Yeah. L is for the way you look at me. I wrote a parody that basically explains I mean, I kind of love that word, actually. Just explains. It's like when you have to explain something, but it's strange. Please explain.
Explain the strange phenomena of.
I also like explains, though, as an adjective. It's like it is like it goes in the place of strange. It's like explains. You're both saying something is strange and asking someone to explain it at the same time.
Explain.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Candy.
So,
tell us.
It is hard for me to stay on topic. It's instructional and informational because I am here to provide edutainment on the meaning behind the queer acronyms, the LGBTQ.
Oh, nice.
And I know that there's a plus and an IA, but I had to stop somewhere, and the song only allowed so many letters. So,
right.
Do you want to hear a few bars of it? Can I
do
sing it right here?
Yes.
I mean, I figure without backup music, we're not going to get any copyright infringement.
That's right.
Especially if I sing it way off key. I mean, they're not even going to know what song it is. Okay, here. I'm just going to take off one headphone so I can hear myself. Okay, so it's like, L is women who prefer ladies. G is guys who want a man to squeeze. B is a somebody who likes everybody. T is when you know that this is not the gender that you came here for. And queer, it's kind of like a blanket term for all of us who defy the norm. LGBTQ, no matter who you are or who you do, love was made for all us too.
Yes, I love it. That's good. That's like, my kids need that in their sex ed classes.
Yes,
that would be so catchy, and they're like, oh, I got it. I know what this. Although they don't even need it anymore. They know.
No, the kids know.
They know. and they don't give a shit. They're like,
No.
yeah, awesome.
Honey, it's the age of Aquarius and it is upon us, and they
It
know it.
is. They do. I love it.
They chose to get born into this time.
Totally did.
Okay, well, I bared my soul and my auto-tuned voice for the whole world to hear. Oh my God.
I love
How
it.
about you tell me what you've been making, hon?
Okay. What have I been making? I've been making this podcast, which is no small feat. But besides that, I actually have been taking a voiceover class. I just started that this summer. It's online, and it's funny because it's out of Canada and I'm the only American usually in the class. And so
Really?
yeah, so they're like always asking how hot it is here in Texas, and I have to get out my metric, converter so I can tell them. I'm like, I don't know what you people like 3 degrees. What I don't know. What I have made is I've done a few auditions for audiobooks. So through the class, they introduce us to this platform that we can use just kind of to get started before you get an agent and stuff. And it's really cool. I've never done anything like that before. I had always thought about it, but I thought I'd always heard it was really, really hard. And it is hard, but like it's doable. So that's been really fun. It's just kind of a lot like acting. Like they just give you a side and you just read it and try to put some feeling into it and edit the MP3 and send it in. So
I love that.
Yeah, that's been cool.
Wow. Leslie, I can't wait till this podcast gets so successful that we're doing our own ads together and saying things like, when you rub Johnson's body butter, not Johnson's. I didn't mean like Johnson's and Johnson's. I think we would support like more kind of small business than Johnson and Johnson. And like they would choose to advertise on our podcast anyway.
Do they have a body butter? I mean, maybe for babies or something. I can do the wholesome ones because I'm super wholesome and never cuss or anything.
Right. Never.
Never. I wouldn't.
And I'll do all the dirty ones.
You do the dirty ones.
Butt plugs and it's the only thing I could think of.
Etc. Whatnot. All right. We had one more thing we wanted to do. What was it?
Oh, didn't we took a survey. Well, we took a survey, but then there's a survey that I haven't even read these questions yet. So Jesus, take the wheel.
Okay. Yes, we're going to do the survey lightning round style because there's quite a few questions, but it'll just be a quick sneak peek to get listeners to help them get to know us a little better. And it's going to be fun. These were some really fun questions I found for this survey. You want to go first, Candi? All right.
So when was the last time Leslie Gaar, what's your middle name?
Carol,
Leslie Carol Gaar, that you tried something new?
All right, Candi, I'm going to stop you right there. This is a lightning round. You have to be fast. But that was beautiful. I liked your delivery.
Okay. Let me just prepare myself. Okay.
Come on, Candi.
We just need that intro music that's like peppy. Is that? When was the last time you tried something new?
The audiobook thing. That was new.
Oh, great. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. 2. You go.
We're just going back and forth.
I don't know.
Okay. Who do you sometimes compare yourself to?
Miss Piggy. Next question.
Love it. You do the next question.
No. Sorry. Gem and the Holograms is really she is a huge inspiration.
That was the first thing I thought of today when I saw. I was like, there's Jim. Truly outrageous. Truly outrageous.
You have no idea what that does to. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Go lightning.
What life lesson did you? Oh, sorry, Leslie. Leslie. What gets you excited about life?
Learning new things and interacting with new people.
Oh, that was a good answer.
Candi, what life lesson did you learn the hard way?
Yeah, what life lesson? I learned that I have to put I put orange foundation underneath my regular foundation because otherwise in pictures it looks like I have a gray. I got a beard.
Oh,
So,
that's what the orange stuff is for.
yeah, I went back and like looked at photos of myself from my early drag, and I was like, oh
Oh,
no,
honey.
oh good girl, no.
Okay. All right. Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Other than podcasting, Leslie, which activities make you lose track of time?
I think like anything funny movies, laughing with friends. Yeah. Funny TV shows. Laughing,
Laughing.
laughing. What makes you smile?
Now
Speaking of
tell me,
laughing.
we should have like 30 seconds to do this whole thing. What makes you smile? Laughing.
Ah!
Okay, sorry. You're
Okay.
asking me what makes me smile.
Yes.
Um, just everything. Like honestly, I am a smiling kind of gal. There's a lot of drag queens out there, and they just keep their mouths closed and give you like a sultry. And
Sultry.
I'm like, I don't care about laugh lines or face lines or any other kind of lines. I'm just gonna show them all my teeth.
You're very smiley. That is true. I love it. Okay.
Leslie, what is the most desirable trait another person can possess?
I'm going to stick with our theme and say being funny. I've dated, well, not that many guys, but like when I look back through the thread, they're all funny. They were all funny.
Back through the thread.
The thread of men.
I was
Did I
like,
say thread? I didn't even
I
know.
was like a text thread. Every time I date a new guy, just add him to the group chat.
It's kind of on the DL from the hubs.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Okay, my turn. Candi, what has life taught you recently?
That I can do my makeup a lot faster than I thought I could.
And when
Today
did you
taught me
learn that, Candi?
Today taught me that life lesson. And then I fell into the dog bowl face first.
Oh, so you can do it fast, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, I gotta maybe put on some house slippers or something. What is a bad habit that you're trying to break?
Fucking social media, not fucking it, but using it. Oh my God. I hate it so much. I
It's
love
the
it and hate
second I
it.
wake up in the morning, like when I'm on the toilet.
It's so bad. And it's like, I try to stop myself afterwards. Like when I get myself, I call it like getting myself out of the loop. When I stop and I'm like, did you feel better? Like, how do you feel? No, you feel like shit every time.
Yeah.
But they make it that way.
Yeah, it's addictive on purpose. It's just like when they used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Years from now, they're going to be like, I cannot believe those algorithms. Those people were slaves.
Yep.
And I can't believe that I just told people that I sit on the toilet in the morning. That was not very.
That you
that's
sit
not
on the toilet at all.
I know, but I just pooped jelly beans, guys. It's fine.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
She's got to like sit on the toilet and get them in the bag for the delivery for the day. Like the nails don't pay for themselves.
It's not that many jelly beans. I'd be just shooting them out like
Look, I don't know how.
And then
this works.
like Lucy, I have to start eating them as well as like
shoving them down your bra.
Yeah, they don't all taste good, guys. They're not all tasty jelly beans. Okay.
What's the best present you ever received?
Best present I ever received. Ooh.
Or it could just be a good one. If it's not the best, sometimes best is a lot of pressure.
My friend Christopher gave me this ring, and it's a Kate Spade ring, and it's got a big fat blue jewel in the top, but it also has like a slice of lime on the side and then like a flower on it too. So it's got this kind of Hawaii tropical vibe as well. But it's just, yeah, it's just one of these small understated cocktail rings like I'm wearing here. Well, this is how I communicate with the mothership. So that's different.
That's another story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it looks like a ring, guys, but that's how I'm getting home tonight. If you could only have 3 things on your life bucket list, what would they be? That's a big one.
Oh my gosh. I cheated and looked at this earlier and I'm still having a hard time. And this is not a lightning round anymore. I would say my biggest one has always been to travel to all of the continents. I've been to 4, I think, so far. So I need to hit the other 3. So that's 1, to perform on Broadway, obs, and to
Really?
host. Oh yeah, I would love. It's not going to happen, but it's okay.
No.
I can still put it out there.
No. Well, then don't you dare say it's not going to happen. I rebuke that.
Okay, that's number 2, and then number 3, while I'm in New York, to host SNL.
Oh,
Because I don't think I would want to be a cast member or a writer, because the stress
yeah.
would be so much, but just
But
hosting
to get
it.
to be that host.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Leslie.
I know.
Leslie, let's become super famous together and then host SNL together. And then we share the load. We share the load.
Oh, that's true. It wouldn't be so stressful.
Exactly.
All right.
Even less work.
I like that. And I'm not busy, so let's just do it. Why not? We'll just host SNL.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Good.
What's your favorite karaoke song?
My favorite karaoke song, I mean, honestly, it's probably going to be Part of Your World. Like that was like,
yeah,
Part of Your World was the song that called me into being. That's how I got here. I wasn't even I was just a voice at one point, just a voice. I want to be where the people are, you know, and I want to see them dancing. Yeah, it's just, that's how I got here.
Yeah. So that's I love it.
That's my go-to. Well, I want to know yours now. Tell me yours. What's your?
I'm going to just be in keeping with the not liking things that people like, but I don't really like karaoke. And I think it's because it makes me nervous, because it's not like I can't go and just sing and just have fun like everyone else. I take it way too seriously. So I don't mind that other people do it.
I get that. But
to do it myself, I really most of the time will just go
sit
and watch.
What's your favorite song to sing, period?
When I do it, Patsy Cline.
I feel like I can relate to those songs. Did you hear that? Google was just talking to me and she said, I feel like I can relate to those songs. What the hell? Thank you, but this is a private conversation.
Yeah, we thought.
You're trying to glom on to our podcast.
She's like, when I go to sing karaoke, I like big butts. I don't know. Baby got back. That's what it is.
Baby got back.
Baby got back. No, mine is Patsy Cline. That's very like my style of singing. And yeah, that's my go-to. I love it.
Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to ask you, this is really the hard-hitting questions. This is where it gets serious. Which flavor of ice cream best represents you?
I think it is dark chocolate, because I can be dark. I kind of always knew that, but I didn't really realize it until I started doing an improv class, and all of my shit ended up being dark. So dark chocolate.
Now, is it dark chocolate with chili, like a hint of chili in there, maybe a little spiciness that you didn't expect?
Maybe like it hits you at the end, it finishes a little spicy.
Like the fact that I saw you in those pictures in Cabaret, and I was like, oh,
there's the spice.
I didn't know it was like that.
I keep it well hidden.
Well, not me. I keep it right out there, out front.
That's right. Which food makes you gag?
Excuse me, sir. Quiet. Toby Malone, you've been so good.
Toby wanted to tell us what makes him gag.
I mean, I just want to say a huge raw eggplant, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
I mean, relatable.
Who would you choose to narrate your life?
Oh gosh, this is hard because now I'm on the narration end.
Oh right,
my classes. I think it would be funny to have like Richard Attenborough, like the nature documentary guy, just be like, and here we see Leslie screaming at her children because they will not get their asses in the car and they are late for school or something. Just like
you take Richard Attenborough and I'll take Peter Coyote, who does all the like Civil War documentaries and stuff. Isn't it him who like is the
yeah? Oh my God. I like it. Okay.
Oh, yes. Back to
I can't
you.
wait for this one.
Oh, no.
Which fashion trend would you want to bring back?
I mean, what fashion trend? I mean, I feel like whatever fashion that I want to wear, I'm bringing it back. And we're like living in this time where it's like everything changes so quickly, and it's like everything's always back. Am I crazy to say that?
No,
It
that's
just feels
true.
like, and so I'm like, well, I don't know, bell bottoms, but like I'm wearing bell bottoms for a thing coming up. So are they back? Are they not back? But sure, we'll say bell bottoms. I want some apple bottom jeans. No, those low rise jeans, not mom jeans, honey.
Oh my God. Why are mom jeans back and mom shorts?
Because everybody wants to look like they're from an 80s movie.
It's bad. Next. I can't even. Let's just move on.
What is something that has sparked joy for you in the past year?
Starting improv classes. I think I started like last November, and
Leslie, you're doing everything I want to do.
I was like done with creativity. I was like, I just need to be an accountant. I know there's anything wrong with that, but like I have no mathematical ability.
Yes.
And I was just done, like I was like, I'm tired of putting stuff out there. I'm tired of making shit. And for some reason, like some little spark in me was like, you've always wanted to try improv. Like I write humor and I perform, but I'd never done it together, like performing humor. And I tried it and it was freaking amazing. It's so hard, but they teach you how to do it. And
I want to do it.
It's really fun. You should.
Oh, I think I would have so much fun.
I know you would. All right, last one. And I think we both might need to do this.
Oh,
Describe the plot of your favorite movie using only 4 words, and then tell us the movie.
So I'm going to say, okay.
You can't see, listeners, but she's counting to make sure she's got it. This is why you got to look at it on YouTube too, everybody.
Is that 4 words? Okay, that's 4 words. Okay. Bitch stabbed by boat.
Oh, The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is the main plot. The bitch gets stabbed by a boat.
I mean, no judge and jury for her. She, it was underhanded what she did, but Ariel did sign a contract. I just want to make that entirely clear. Ariel went there of her own volition. She signed a contract, and then Ursula.
She was 16, right?
Yeah. Oh, are you saying she needs to be 18 to sign a contract?
I mean, none of those little weird shrimpy things were notaries. And besides, Ursula was fucking her brother, according to you. So she probably did deserve to get stabbed.
Not anymore. They'd had a long-standing falling out. That was way back after her mother died, which because I watched the Ariel sequels, so I know that Ariel had a mom and she died. So I think Ursula was in between there. So she was the last time he hit it.
It got lonely in the sea.
And then and then after that, he just got dedicated to hitting the gym. And man,
he got
the older I get,
as my son would say,
the hotter I am for King Triton. I'm just like, oh damn, King Triton. I thought it was Eric all these years, but
maybe not.
I think it might be King Triton. Okay, Leslie, describe the plot of your favorite movie in 4 words.
Okay, what was it? I had my thing. Plane crashes. You're not going to get it from this. It's so big. Plane crashes. Dude remembers. So scary.
I'm just trying to think of all the plane crash. I'm like, alive. Plane crashes.
But it's only one dude remembering shit.
I don't know if I've seen this movie.
It has Ray Fiennes in it, and it won.
Is that the English Patient?
Yes. Good job, Candi. Yes. You pulled it out.
Well, you gave me a huge hint with Ray Fiennes.
Well, I mean, still, like, plenty of people wouldn't know that. Yeah,
that's true. I'm like, movie. Harry Potter. I know he played Voldemort.
Oh, that's true. Yep. All right. That's about it.
Did
I
we
think
do it?
We hit
Did-
all the
Did
questions.
we make a podcast?
We made a podcast. Yay!
It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. It's just kind of like hanging out.
I know. Should we do a little wrap up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay. All right. That's it for this time of Leslie and the Drag Queen. We did it, Candi. We did episode 1.
We did it. And thank you guys so much for joining us, for being part of this shared experience. We're just getting to know each other right here in front of you. Just coming together, combining of atoms is a chemical reaction really that's happening here to create a gorgeous rainbow. I'm going to stop talking now.
Yeah, that's all right. Thanks everyone for listening. Please come back next time and join us more on our adventures of getting to know each other and Velma and Roxy reunited out on the prowl.
And write us on the socials.
Write us however you want. Email, socials, whatever. We want to hear from you.
Leslie and the Drag Queen.
That's right.
That's the show.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.